Hello. Today is day 10, Suboxone withdrawal. Um, Having some symptoms still. I like to talk about what I've been going through over the past 10 days. Uh, Day 1 through 3 was kind of rough, but I think 4, 5, and 6 were the roughest. 7 and 8, they're getting a little bit better. 9 and 10, I definitely think I'm over the hump. Have strong anxiety. The restless arms and the restless legs seems to be a problem. I've been taking kratom throughout my withdrawal, and my symptoms have been real mild, other than anxious. Starting to get a little depression, not bad, but it sets in and it sets out, comes in waves. Um, just like to get over the whole 100% thing if I can. Right now, I'm probably about 80%. Need to get to day 14 and 15 where I can get some good sleep. I've been sleeping maybe 4 or 5 hours on the first few days. Then the next, 5 through 10, getting about 6, 7 hours of sleep. I have to wake up and I take kratom. I take kratom right before I go to bed at 8 o'clock, at 8:30 to 9 o'clock at night. Then I take it again around 2 o'clock in the morning. I wake up with restless legs, and that seems to be the hardest part of the whole withdrawal, is the restless legs. But me, it's my arms. My legs haven't been bothering me. It's my arms and my chest and my shoulders. But that's where the restless is coming in at. So I've been taking kratom. As soon as I take that kratom, it goes back down. I take that kratom, I've got the powder form, and I take a good tablespoonful, and about 15 minutes later, the restless legs and arms go away. I do recommend somebody taking kratom. I'm just going to take it for 2 weeks so I don't get addicted to it. So day 14 will be my last day of taking kratom. Then if I have any withdrawal symptoms left, I'll just deal with them. But the kratom's definitely helped for a crutch for Suboxone withdrawal. I recommend anybody getting some kratom if they're going through this, and you're gonna go through it, plan it ahead, because that kratom really helps you get rid of the restless legs. It helps you sleep. It takes some of the anxiety away. It just calms everything down a little bit. I get the red vein kratom. You buy it at a smoke shop. Sometimes gas stations sell it. Just depends where you're at. I live in Greenville, South Carolina, so it's legal here, and getting it ain't no problem. Just want to say, be strong and you can do it. I'm on day 10. I'm looking to go all the way to forever without ever taking Suboxone again. I'm so tired of taking that stuff. It controls your mood. It numbs you. You hardly feel any emotions. And I'm just tired of feeling like that. Tired of waking up dependent on something. Got to get up and take Suboxone every morning. If not, then my whole day's all messed up, and I feel aggravated, and feel like I gotta have that Suboxone at all time when I was taking it. I had to always carry it around with me. I always made sure I didn't ever leave home without it, and I always stress and worry: what if something happened to it? What if I lost it? What if somebody stole it? What if it caught on fire? What if it fell out of my pocket? Just whatever. But it's always anxiety about that. So now that I'm trying to get over it, I don't ever want to go back to Suboxone again, or any other opiate. I took Suboxone for 3 years. I was at 8 milligrams for about the first 6 months. Then I went down to 4 milligrams, and I stayed at 4 milligrams for about 2.5 years. And I did taper down to 2 milligrams for about 4 or 5 days, and that was it. So I went from 4 milligrams to 2 milligrams within a week. And then I jumped off. And I stocked up on kratom. And anytime I feel the withdrawal symptoms kick in, I would take a spoon of kratom about every 4 or 5 hours. And then that kept everything pretty much at bay. I didn't feel 100% better when I took the kratom, but it did take it. I mean, it almost took all the withdrawal symptoms away. I didn't hardly have any restless legs. I didn't have hardly any anxiety. But I can tell when the kratom wears off after around that 4-hour range, 4 to 5 hours, I have to dose again because that's when the symptoms pick back up. But day 10 is starting to die down. I didn't wake up as anxious this morning. I felt pretty good. Enjoyed my coffee and my breakfast this morning. I didn't really have a lot of the symptoms that some people had, like cold sweats, and I did have the chills. I do get the chills. I didn't get the diarrhea. I didn't get a lot of the symptoms that some people get. But I do look forward to every day I wake up. It's another day that clean, another day sober from Suboxone. You know, I'm just tired of it, man. Tired of seeing them doctors. Tired of waking up dependent on something every morning. Just seems to be a struggle. And then it gets in the way of my relationships. I have a wife and a 6-year-old son. And it just numbed me out. I was numb to everything. Couldn't experience any kind of joy, any kind of pleasures. My sex drive was down. Suboxone's good for some things, I guess. But me, I wish I never ever took it. And for the past few years, that's my everyday life. Wake up taking Suboxone. I started getting it at the clinic, but then I got insurance and started going to the doctor. But just decided to quit. Decided I don't want it anymore. So it's no longer an option for me to even go get it anymore. I don't see that doctor anymore, and my insurance has changed. So that's all the more reason I can fight the withdrawals and fight not relapsing. Before Suboxone, I used to have an opioid addiction. I was taking pain pills, Percocets, Oxycontin, Roxycontin, just every day for almost 2.5 years, just taking pills every day. Did get into the heroin. I never really got too strung out on the heroin. I just would get it when I couldn't get the pills. And so, but I had a solid 2.5, 3 year of opioid dependency on pills. And then I went to my doctor for the Suboxone or the clinic and I wasn't get on methadone. My wife talked me out of it, and I'm glad she did, because methadone's worse than Suboxone withdrawing, from what I hear. But, so, anybody that's wanting to get off, just plan ahead, have you some kratom. I tell you what, that kratom really helps the withdrawal symptoms out. I would recommend it to anybody that's coming off of Suboxone or any other opioid. You got to be careful because they say kratom is addictive. So I'm just taking it for the first 14 days, the first 2 weeks. Then I'm jumping off of kratom. That way I don't get too involved with it. I don't want to have to withdraw from kratom. But for the symptoms and for the sake of coming off the Suboxone, I am using the kratom. So I ain't got much more to say. It just pretty much does it. 1 through 3, I said, are kind of bad days. 4, 5, 6, and 7, them are the worst days, I believe. 8 and 9 had a lot of anxiety, and now I'm on day 10. So day 10 I woke up feeling good. I had plenty of sleep, and I'm gonna continue using kratom for another 4 days. So hopefully the withdrawal symptoms will be subsided by then. So thanks a lot for watching. See you.